Welcome students to the class of Electromagnetic Theory and Wave Propagation KEC 503. Today we will be discussing the laws of electromagnetism, which are also named as Maxwell's equations after Maxwell, and the concept of displacement current. My name is Dipanjan De. So let us move to the electromagnetic spectrum first. Electromagnetic spectrum talks about the electromagnetic waves. An electromagnetic wave is a juxtaposition of time varying electric field and a magnetic field. If there is a change in electric field with time, that will create a magnetic field, and the corresponding changing magnetic field will create a changing electric field, and the energy will propagate forward. That is the concept of electromagnetic wave. So in the picture we can see that the radio waves having the lower frequency range 10 to the power 3 to 10 to the power 6, 10 to the power 6 is 1 megahertz, and then comes microwave, the communication, wireless communication domain, 10 to the power 9 to 10 to the power 12. Then comes infrared, visible and ultraviolet, and then comes the high frequency X-rays and gamma rays having a frequency of 10 to the power 18 to 10 to the power 21. So higher the frequencies, lower will be the wavelengths. Now at the time Maxwell came into research, there were 4 laws. Today also there are 4 laws, but Maxwell contributed a lot to the newer forms of the 4 laws. So the first 2 laws we can see, Gauss's law of electrostatics and Gauss's law of magnetism, is time independent, and the next 2 laws, Faraday's laws and Ampere's laws, are time dependent. Let us see what is the meaning of Gauss's law of electrostatics. Contour integral E dot D is equal to Q upon epsilon 0, and that means that the total electric flux is proportional to the charge content inside the particular area. So electric monopoles do exist, like electrons and protons. But Gauss's law says that the magnetic flux total coming out of a particular region of the divergence equal to 0. That means there is no concept of magnetic monopoles. Now the first time dependent equation is Faraday's laws of induction. Contour integral E dot del is equal to minus d phi b dt. As you can see, this is a coupled equation because in the right hand side there is an electric field, and in the left hand side there is an electric field, and the right hand side there is a magnetic field or magnetic flux. So whenever there is a magnetic flux change, it will induce an electromotive force. And Ampere's law is valid for conduction current, that is integral B dot dl is equal to mu 0 into I. That is, whenever there is a current carrying conductor, it will generate a magnetic field. So Gauss's first law tells us there is monopoles exists, that we have discussed, and contour integral B dot dA equal to 0 means there is no magnetic monopole. And Faraday's law states that if we change a magnetic field, we induce an electric field. d phi b dt is equal to minus of contour integral E dot dl. And Ampere's law says that B dot dl is equal to mu 0 I. So Maxwell thought, if you change the current, whether that will generate an electric field. If you change the current, whether that will generate a magnetic field corresponding. So let us take an easy example of a charging of a capacitor. See, this is a air-filled capacitor having 2 plates. Now if it keeps on charging, so the charge content in individual plates will change, so the electric field inside the capacitor will change. Now we know from Ampere's circuital law that contour integral B dot dl is equal to mu 0 into I, but this I is conduction current. But inside the capacitor there is no conduction current, so there will be some sort of a problem. So see, if we take the contour integral with a one plate, left plate of the capacitor, then there is no conduction current within the capacitor, so the right hand side becomes 0. But a magnetic field does exist, so there is some kind of inconsistency in this particular equation. So Maxwell gave us an idea that he thought inside the capacitor there is a changing electric field. As it is charging left, it is the potential is increasing. So the electric field is also time dependent. A time dependent electric field will create a magnetic field, and so he changed it. That is, continuous B dot dl within the capacitor is nothing but will be directly proportional to the displacement current or electric flux vector, that is mu 0 into epsilon 0 into d phi e dt, and outside the capacitor it will be mu 0 into id. So in combination the equation becomes, after Maxwell's revisions, Ampere's circuit law becomes continuous B dot dl is equal to mu 0 I plus mu 0 epsilon 0 into d phi e dt. So the right hand side is the displacement current contribution, and in the first term in the right hand side is the conduction current contribution. So these are the four revised laws of electromagnetism, also known as Maxwell's equations, and first two laws are time independent, and last two laws are time dependent. Thank you. We'll see in later classes how it gives rise to electromagnetic waves. Thank you.